I believe the Arizona Trail provides transformative experiences for individuals, groups, and families to experience the wildest parts of Arizona. If you look at a map of the state of Arizona, it's mostly public land, National Forest, National Park Service, Bureau of Land Management, and without trails, we don't really have access to these areas. So a single trail throughout the entire state that helps kind of capture the beauty and biodiversity of Arizona is pretty phenomenal.
It's kind of like church. It's like therapy. I come out here and people tell me, well, why do you come out to the same section of trail? Isn't that boring? And I'm like, it's never the same. The lighting's different, the weather's different, there's clouds, there's sunrises, there's animals, the colors of the flowers, it's always different. I'm currently the steward of Section 20A of the Arizona Trail, which is right here by Roosevelt Lake. I have basically about 6.5 miles that I take care of. And I got 3 customers, so I'm looking at the hiker, the bikers, and then equestrians. So on equestrian, I got to be a little bit wider because they're a lot bigger. I think one of the most unexpected surprises is when you come down this valley, your crest, and then all of a sudden you drop down and you get this beautiful view of Apache Lake. And you have a saguaro forest with the dropping cliffs. It's just absolutely gorgeous. You can see Roosevelt Lake from probably, I would say, about 70% of the trail on my section. It's a beautiful view, and you get lots of different views from it. It almost feels like more than one lake because you can look back one way, back another way, and it looks like 2 different lakes. It's beautiful.
We have a pretty comprehensive trail system here locally, and the Arizona Trail has become a really integral part of that. So now you can use the Arizona Trail with, let's say, the Flagstaff Loop Trail, which was a Flagstaff biking organization project. It's a single track, primarily loop around Flagstaff, or with any of the other trails. We were approached early on by Dale Shewalter and folks with the Forest Service when they were initially scoping for the project through this area.
Dale Shewalter was a Flagstaff math teacher who originally wanted to hike the Appalachian Trail but couldn't take the time off. While looking at a map of Arizona, he saw a giant swath of green public land that he'd realized that he could connect throughout the state, all the way from Mexico to Utah. He hiked it in 1985 at first, and then pioneered this trail that was then completed in 2011. Dale saw the Arizona Trail become a National Scenic Trail in 2009. There's only 11 National Scenic Trails in the entire country, and the Arizona Trail is only the 3rd one to be completed. Unfortunately, Dale passed away in 2010, just missing the completion by a year. Everyone that knew Dale described him as extremely passionate about the outdoors, extremely passionate about teaching, and passionate about Arizona, and I think the Arizona Trail gave him a chance to do all 3 at once.
We're on the north end of the Arizona Trail. Basically, we're just north of the town of Tusayan, and we're right where the trail comes out underneath Highway 64. So if people were coming from Flagstaff, they would come underneath the highway through the tunnel up to where I'm at right now, and then into the Grand Canyon National Park. I like to spend time on it. It's just an amazing, unique trail that most of the other states in the United States don't have.
The trail up here is one of my favorite places to go mountain biking. And also the Pistol Hill part of it down to Tucson I love also. So yeah, Arizona Trail, I'm a big fan of it. And canyon itself is part of the Arizona Trail, so I take advantage of it a lot.
I'm standing at the top of the Kaibab trailhead, and from where we are right now, it's 18 miles across the canyon to the north rim. And also from this point all the way to the Utah border is a total of 98 miles. So we're 98 miles from the Utah border where I'm standing.
I'm the trail steward for segment 43, and that's the very last segment of the Arizona Trail. So it brings you right up to the Arizona-Utah border. It's the terminus of the trail up north. I grew up in Tucson and enjoyed the Catalina Mountains and going to Sabino Canyon, and kind of got hooked on the outdoors at an early stage, and kind of looked for every opportunity to carry that outdoor experience the rest of my life.
I think that once people experience the outdoors and they get out of their boxes and away from their screens, they can really start to live life more fully. I think it's an important part of being a 100% human being.
They could come out and do different sections of the trail. They don't have to do all of it at once. A lot of people will do 8-mile sections, 6-mile sections, 4-mile sections. Some parts you can just drive up to and just get on the trail and just to see some of the scenery.
I'd love to do the entire Arizona Trail someday if I could. I think it'd be great fun, either north to south or the other way. That'd be great.
Once those first baby steps got started, people came together from all political corners to say, yeah, this is something that we can make happen, something we can be proud of, and it's a marvelous asset for the state. The trails open up doors and possibilities, and there's room for volunteers and corporate sponsors, private landowners, federal agencies, communities, all to come together. It's a great thing. In Arizona, kudos to the state for making this happen.
It's like being in God's country. It's beautiful. I love being here. And if I can make it enjoyable for other people, that's the goal. I want as many people to come out and see what I see.